Hi, how are you? It's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures with the Gnome Warlock.
Greetings.
Today we are back in Elwyn Forest, guys, and we will continue our questing journey here today. First, we will head down to Ma Stonefield, and we'll go see Auntie Bernice Stonefield as well at the Stonefield farm. And we'll turn in these quests, and we'll continue a few of these quest chains over here. Looks like we got to take down some prowlers and some young bears as well. And we also have to go up here and explore the Jasper Lode Mine. And since we're probably making our way over here, we'll take a little peek at Red Ridge Mountain, probably get the flight point there as well. I hope you guys are doing well today. Doing pretty good. Just want to say thank you guys for all of the comments and likes on the videos. Really appreciate it. Helps out a lot. Just want to thank you guys for that. All right, so let's go turn this quest in. Or a few quests, actually.
Hello.
I don't think it's right feeding the boy who stole my necklace in the first place, but if that's what it takes to get back what's mine, then so be it. Do you have the boar meat?
Though this wild boar meat is tough, simmer it enough and it sure does make for some tasty pie. Here you go, and when you give this pie to that Billy, you tell him I hope he chokes on it.
Wow, I hope he
See you
chokes
later.
on it. It's not very nice there, Auntie Bernice.
Hey there.
Did you see her yet? Did you get her?
Thank goodness. That pig was getting so big she'd have eaten our whole crop. Thank you, adventurer. Now, do either of these suit you?
All right, so we took these farmer's boots. They have 13 armor on them. The last boots had 7, so a little upgrade there. And now we'll head over here and we will turn in Young Lovers to Tommy Joe Stonefield.
What can I do for you?
You have what, Maybell? Is the light of my dull life. Hurry, let me see your letter.
I can't stand us being apart. I have to see her. Please, adventurer, talk with my grandma. If anyone can find a way to bring me together with Maybell, she can. She's inside our house east of here.
All right, time to talk to Grandma. But first, let's do a little bit of mining here. And WoW had released an article talking about the best races for each class in TBC. So I checked it out. I have a pretty good idea of what the best ones are. And it depends what you're doing. It can change if you're, more into PvP than PvE. And for Druid, there isn't much choice. So it's Night Elf for Alliance and Tauren for Horde. TBC, they didn't increase the amount of races that can be Druids.
While our families are feuding, Tommy Joe and Maybell don't have much of a future, but maybe we can get them together for just a little while. What can we do? I bet William Pessel has a potion to unite our two young lovers. Here, take this note to William. He's staying at the Lion's Pride Inn in Goldshire.
There's a Draenei. Hello, William. It's been years since we've spoken, but I trust you and your brother are well, and that your apothecary thrives. I must ask a favor of you, William. In short, my grandson, Tommy Joe, has lost his heart to young Maybell McClure. And although they adore each other, our families have been feuding for years. They're in a little fight here with these These kobolds. I fear the war between the Stonefields and the McClures will kill Tommy Joe and Maybelle's blossoming romance, and in times like these, where dark news and rumors of war loom over us, youth and love must be nurtured. So the favor I ask that you use your skills and concoct a potion or elixir to aid these young lovers in their quest for each other. Thank you, William, and please, when you have some time away from work, come visit. We'll have a few chuckles over the past, Mildred. Alright, so here's Billy. See what he has to say for himself. Ugh, I'm starving. Do you have that pie for me, Traviseen?
Yum. This pie is the best. My memory is coming back now. I was playing near the Fargo Deep Mine, and I think I dropped, I saw the old lady's neck. Don't ask me how it got there. It wasn't me. Well, anyway, I saw this big gold-toothed kobold pick up the necklace and run into the mine. Go find that kobold and you'll find the necklace, I swear.
All right, Billy. Don't choke on the pie. Well, it sounds pretty good. It's not bad. That one was a little bit glitchy there. The first time we talked to him was better, I think. And you can put Corruption and Immolate up at the same time. Pretty strong, actually, against these level 5 kobolds. Which way should we go? I guess we could kind of skip some of them. But, Curse of Agony, I think, is just better. Immolate's not bad, though. You do an additional 10 fire damage. It only lasts 15 seconds, that dot. This dot lasts 24. Thing is, like, these mobs are currently fighting. They die pretty damn quick. Get her wanding up here. We got ourselves a kobold mining shovel. 3 damage per second mace. Two-handed mace. You don't really have to worry about mana as much as a warlock. Especially once you get hellstones, guys. We'll actually get a hellstone here. We'll get another shard. We'll make a hellstone. Life tap just allows us to get our mana back, like, pretty damn easily. The cost of, you know, health. Not bad. That chest was alright. Got linen cloth, red shiny apple, practice sword, worn leather belt, 2 light leather, and a burnt leather bracer. Let's get ourselves a demon skin here. Right here, I could just use Healthstone, just right back up. And you can just keep doing that. You just make another one out again, get another soul shard, make another Healthstone out of this. You didn't get a soul shard there for some reason, but maybe we'll get one here. I think it has to be a mob that gives you XP. If the mob is gray, you won't get a soul shard from it. So, there we go. Probably end up pulling this guy too. other kobold will be back. Might bring some friends. Let's check out the other class race combinations here. So for Hunter, for Alliance, they're saying it's either Night Elf or Draenei. You get a small agility bonus from being a Night Elf. But you get a group hit increase from being Draenei. Called Heroic Presence. Increases chance to hit by 1% for you and all party members within 30 yards. Pretty strong. As Alliance, you kind of want at least one Draenei in each group. So if you're leveling a Draenei, you should probably find a raid to get into. A lot of people will want Draenei just for the increased hit chance for spell hit and physical damage hit. Did we miss? Yeah, get this ore here. Is it right here, or is it? I guess it's above us. And then for the Horde side, Orc is considered probably the best choice to pick, and you'll see Orc is probably one of the best races for most classes. And it's because of Blood Fury. What Blood Fury does. It increases attack power by 6, but reduces healing effects on you by 50% for the last 15 seconds. And I think it increases spell damage too if you're a caster. I'm not too sure about that. And then you also get Command, which increases your pet damage by 5%. It's pretty damn strong. Good for Warlock as well. I think I played as an Orc Warlock in Season of Discovery because of that. And there's Trolls. They have Berserking. And that increases your attack speed by 10%, but it can go up to 30% if you're low health. So it's kind of situational, a little bit harder to use, but it's pretty good. And I think for PvP, Orc would probably be the choice because they have hardiness as well, which gives you a chance to not get stunned. You can like dodge a stun or resist a stun. And for PvP for Hunter, I wonder what would be better between Night Elves and Draenei. Probably Night Elves. Draenei have that heal, though, the Gift of the Naru heal, which is kind of nice, but... I think the bonus agility might actually be better, because the Heroic Presence really doesn't do anything in PvP, because everybody's the same level, right? So, you don't really need the hit. Alright, so we're gonna head up here. We'll see Goldtooth soon. Next class they talk about is is Mage. And the best race they believe for Mage for Alliance is Gnome. Because you get Expansive Mind, 5% increased intellect. You also get Escape Artist as well for PvP, which is nice. Removes immobilization or movement speed reduction effects. It's pretty good. He's running far. Let's wand him down here. Let the dots tick. Let's get this little necklace. Perfect. Yeah, mostly for casters and PvE. Like, a lot of them go Gnome. I think Gnome's also the best for Warlock as well. And 5% intellect, you know, it adds up. Especially as we start getting more and more intellect. This wand here. Keep getting our wand skill up. Kind of behind. But then we're still getting XP. Put some dots on him. Shadow bolt this guy down. There comes another one. This is the problem with Fury. We'll be okay though. Hopefully Peggle will be alright. Drink here. And they're saying Drain Eye's not bad for is good as well for Mage. Because you get Inspiring Presence. It's pretty much the opposite of the other buff that they give, Heroic Presence, and what it does is it increases spell hit by 1%. So I guess you would want like a Drain Eye Mage in one of your caster groups or healing groups. Just for the extra hit. It helps quite a bit for Alliance. I think that might make Alliance actually better than Horde in PvE just because of that increased hit that they get. But I could be wrong. The Horde racials like focus a lot on damage, right? Like Berserking and Blood Fury and Command all are damage increasing. Oh, this guy died. What the heck? Sorry, pal. I didn't see that you were having trouble there. I wish I could res him, but I'm not on my paladin. It was funny. Just talking about stuff. Doing a little bit of mining. Okay. It's all good. He'll be fine. Okay. And then for Horde, it's for Horde Mage. I think Troll is the best, mainly because of Berserking. Increases your casting speed by quite a bit, and that does help when they're, you know, pumping those arcane blasts. So they are a mana dump class. You just want to dump your mana as fast as you can, and being a troll does help with that. But overall, you can just play whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to play the best race. But if you are, if raiding is something that's important to you and you're really looking for a raid spot, it does help by a little bit. But to be honest, you could still find a raid spot even if you played a race that doesn't get the most, doesn't benefit your class the most. And then for Horde PvP mage, it's Undead, and it's because of Will of Forsaken. Will of Forsaken is very OP in the Burning Crusade. It gets nerfed in Wrath of the Lich King, but in Burning Crusade it provides immunity to Charm, Fear, Sleep while active, may also be used while already afflicted by Charm, Fear, Sleep. So it's pretty much a trinket. And in TBC it doesn't share cooldown with your PvP trinket that takes you out of all move, just impairing, or CC, I'll just say. All cog control is what your trinket removes. So you could use your trinket, and then you can get feared right after as an undead, and then you can get out of the fear as well. That's what makes it so strong. And then in Wrath of the Lich King, they nerf it. It now shares the same cooldowns in Wrath of the Lich King. So if you use your trinket, your Will of Forsaken will be on cooldown for like 30 seconds. So you can't just use Will of Forsaken right after. Because that happens quite a bit. Like you could get hodged by a paladin, and then you trinket the hodge, and then the warlock fears you. In Wrath of the Lich King, you wouldn't be able to use Will of Forsaken, but in the Burning Crusade, you can. Oh, Traviseen, have you found my necklace?
Oh, you found it. Thank you, dear. Here, take this. It was my husband's, and he always said it was lucky. If only he didn't forget it on his last campaign. Asterisk sniff asterisk.
Poor guy. And against mobs like this, it's probably not even worth using. Like, like if we're killing mobs that are level 6, it's not even worth using Shadow Bolt. You just dot them up. Like Pegcole can solo most of them. Alright, so the next one's Paladin. So for Horde players, there isn't really any choice, right? They can only be Blood Elf. Blood Elves are pretty damn good. They have an AoE... I don't remember the name of the racial, but they have an AoE silence, so they can say like a bunch of mobs are casting around them. They can use that and silence everyone around them. It's pretty strong. But for Alliance, they just say human's the best. It's because of Mace and Sword specialization, which increases your Mace and Sword expertise by 5, which increases your chance to hit. Helps quite a bit. They also have Diplomacy, which increases rep gains by 10%, which is amazing for TBC. You can get your rep up 10% faster, and which is great because we can, farm dungeons on the Paladin, get our rep up quick, and then for the Warlock, our Warlock won't have to farm those reps at all.
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you?
Just want to sell some junk here, guys. Got a lot of shovels.
See you later.
Let's turn this on.
Hello.
You have a note from Grandma Stonefield. I haven't seen Mildred in years. I wonder what she has to say.
My heart goes out to those two poor souls, Maybelle and Tommy Joe. I remember being young and in love once. There must be something I can do to help them. Let me think. I can make an invisibility liquor for Maybelle so she can slip away from the McClure vineyards and go to Tommy Joe. But to make the liquor, I need some crystal kelp. Although the kelp usually grows in the ocean, sometimes Murlocs collect it. See if the Murlocs near Crystal Lake have any. Crystal Lake is just east of Goldshire.
And another race you can play as a paladin is Draenei, which is good, right? Because you can give out that heroic presence again, which increases hit chance. Helps quite a bit. Is there cast speed for, yeah, the speed is 1.5 in this one. It's one thing I don't like about this one. Like, I know its damage per second is good, but the wand's cast speed is so slow. It's one thing I don't like about it. You gotta watch out here, though. We're in Murloc territory. We'll be okay, but we pull like, I don't know, 6 Murlocs, maybe not. Let's shadow bolt this one. And we're getting our crystal bond. So being a Draenei Paladin's not bad either. Especially if the group you're with needs to hit. Helps quite a bit. These wolves give us stringy wolf meat that we can use for food. See these Morlocks, guys? Gotta watch out. Let's get these guys dotted up here. Just wand them down. There we go. Fake Cole's gonna die there, but made sure he lost aggro. Looks like there could be some ore in the water there. Alright, so the next one's Priest. It's a class I rarely play. I think I've only played Priest once in Season of Discovery. I played a Dwarf Priest. Probably end up playing Priest eventually. Again on the channel. Just a class I haven't played too much of. And they're saying for Alliance, all races are close in terms of utility. And Horde players will benefit the most from Blood Elves as PvE healers, and either Undead or Trolls for PvE DPS. I assume Dead's obviously better in PvP as well. So I would probably be, I'd probably go Undead. Right, if it's so close, just go, and like if you're interested in PvP, might as well just go with the PvP class, right? As Horde. That's how I would look at it. But they're all pretty good. I think for damage dealing, like as a Shadow Priest, probably want to be Troll because of the Berserking racial. What Night Elves get? They get a racial called Star Shards. Rain Star Shards down on the enemy target's head, causing 785 arcane damage over 15 seconds. It's interesting. I didn't know about that ability. Yeah, humans get Diplomacy and Human Spirit. Diplomacy's the 10% reputation gains. Then Human Spirit is increased Spirit by 10%. It's okay. I think the Night Elf ability is a little bit cooler. And then Dwarves get the best utility, supposedly. Yeah, because the Dwarves are usually the best priests in vanilla, because they get Fear Ward. I think they lose Fear Ward in TBC though. Fear Ward does, you put it on your tank, and then they're immune to fear. It's pretty damn strong, since a lot of bosses fear in vanilla. But in TBC, they get Desperate Prayer. It's a combo. Desperate Prayer and heals the caster 1600 and 1900 health. They have Chastise. Supposedly it's like a combo you can use. An anti-melee combo of Desperate Prayer, Chastise, and Stone Form. Stone Form does it's a dwarf racial that makes you immune to bleed, poison, and disease effects. And increases armor by 10%. So what's the combo there? So Desperate Prayer heals you for a lot. Chastise. Chastise the target, causing 374 to 30 holy damage and immobilizing them for 2 seconds. Only works against humanoids. I guess that's pretty strong against rogues. You can immobilize them. You can, you know, dispel their bleeds and poisons. It's not too bad. And then Drain Eyes get the 1% spell hit. And then they also have Symbol of Hope, which greatly increases the morale of party members, giving them 33 mana per 5. That can last 15 seconds. That's really good. Drain Eyes are OP, man. They're pretty strong. Like, having a Drain Eye in your party is always a good thing. Like, that's amazing. That you're getting, not only you're getting spell hit, but you're also getting mana regen. It's a 5-minute cooldown, though. Last 15 seconds. Yeah, Drain Eyes are pretty good. So we can mine this without pulling all these wolves. Probably not. Oh, here we go. This will be fun. We'll just put some instant cast dots on these guys, and then we'll blow them up. Surprised we didn't pull. We might die here. I might have to start shadow bolting and fearing. I fear this one here. We're gonna die. We gotta run. I fear this one. Maybe we can kill them. It's kind of nuts to be dark. Kill this one. Kill that one. Should be wanding here. I need this guy to get aggro off of me. I need Payko to get aggro and we gotta run. Just don't run into more stuff. It's gonna... Okay, Payko died. I knew we'd pull too many wolves. Could have been our first death right there. This wolf really wants us dead. It's a hungry wolf. Let's res Payko here. But that happens sometimes, guys. That's how you usually die in hardcore trolls. Like, you do a hard pull, or a pull of like 3 mobs, you think you're okay. And then one mob patrols in, then another one, then you're dead. That's how one of my hardcore warriors died in Stranglethorn Vale. Let's make another Hellstone. Saved our life. Still want to go get that ore here. I like Drain Eye. Drain Eye Priest sounds pretty damn good, especially if you're into PvE. For PvP, my gosh, this place is brutal. I need this guy to attack me. Pickle's gonna die. Sorry, Pickle. These wolves will be okay. I hope. I think he'll just die to the dot. We'll just drain this guy's soul. Get his shard, hopefully. These wolves, they don't ever want us to get this ore here. It's like a trap. Yeah, PvP. I think probably Dwarf. Stone form sounds pretty good. Especially against melee classes that put bleeds and poisons on you. Plus the extra armor is nice as well. So let's head up to Jasper Lode Mine, guys. Explore the mine here. Blood Elves have another racial called Consume Magic. Dispels one beneficial magic effect from the caster and gives them 120 to 154 mana. The spelled effect must be a priest spell. It's kind of strong. And then, yeah, the AoE silence is called Arcane Torrent. Silences all enemies in 8 yards for 2 seconds, and you gain 10 mana for each mana tap charge currently affecting you. Yeah, Blood Elf is pretty strong. Well, I think they clearly wanted to make it that way, right? For TBC. You want to make the new race. You want everyone to play the new races. In retail, eventually they nerfed Blood Elves because Arcane Torrent was just too powerful. Every tank was a Blood Elf. Especially when Mythic Plus came out, like a lot of groups would just pull a bunch of mobs, and then they'd all be casting, and then Blood Elves would just use Arcane Torrent and silence them all. It's kind of an pretty OP ability for pulls like that. Alright, so the next one's Rogue. This is what they say for Alliance. Human is the best choice, offering both sword specialization for PvE and perception for PvP. Perception allows you to increase stealth detection for 20 seconds. Horde players, on the other hand, may have a few things to consider when creating their rogue character. As trolls, they have berserking, which increases attack speed by 10 to 30% depending on your health. And then there's undead with Will of Forsaken. I like undead more for TBC. But if for PvE, it's like Trolls Berserking is way better. That's how I would look at it. But I played Undead Rogue in TBC. And it was fun. We eventually got Warglaves. Everything was great. It just depends on the guild you're in. It depends what, like, how sweaty they are, I guess you could say. Last time TBC came out, I raided on a Resto Druid, which is Flag Carrier, and then a Rogue. Rogue's kind of... It's okay to play as PvE. It's more fun PvP, I think, in TBC. You're mostly just expose armor. Bot. You just apply a buff, that's it. And they only bring one of you per raid, just for the buff.
Although much has been stripped from the corpse, strewn nearby is a medallion with the words, Footman, Malachi stone etched upon it. Upon further searching the area, you find webbed footprints leading east along the shore of Stone Cairn Lake. In the distance to the east, you can just barely see a Murloc village. Perhaps Rolf's fate ended there.
But for Horde, there's so many good choices for Rogue. You could be Orc Rogue. Orc Rogue's good. It could be Blood Elf as well. Get Arcane Torrent, right? Awesome silence. Helps a lot against casters. So we gotta discover Rolf's fate. And the next one's Shaman. You know, obviously for Alliance, Draenei is the only Shaman you can be, so Draenei's this usually is what you gotta pick. Which is not a bad choice. And then for Horde they have Troll, Tauren, and Orc. And then, I guess for PvE, they just pick Orc because of, you know, Axe Specialization, Blood Fury. Which is pretty good. You know, being more hit is always good when you have Axe Specialization. But hey, maybe Troll's better because of Berserking. Let's see what they say here. For Alliance, the newest Draenei race is the only option for Shamans, while Horde players have several options to choose from. Orcs are the best choice for enhancement with their Axe Specialization and Blood Fury racials, while Trolls are the best for elemental and restoration options. That makes sense. Increased casting speed does help quite a bit with Berserking. And they don't even mention Torrents. Torrents are probably okay. The AoE stun they have with, I think it's called War Stomp's pretty good.
You find around the neck of the corpse a metal medallion inscribed with the words, Footman Rolf Hartford. Now that you have both medallions, deliver them to Guard Thomas at the bridge so that he might know the fate of his murdered guards.
And now Warlock, guys. For Warlocks, the choice is easy with Gnomes taking the lead with Expansive Mind, 5% Intellect. And then for Horde, Orcs benefiting from Blood Fury and Command, so 5% increased pet damage from Command. And then Blood Fury for casters increases your damage and healing spells by up to 5. So yeah, Orcs are pretty damn good as Warlocks. Especially if you use Demonology. And then the last class is Warrior, guys. Saving the best for last, I guess. So the best race for Alliance, Human is the best choice all around for Warrior for their racial weapon specialization. And it makes sense because say you're a Warrior, you get Warglaives, and you're a Human. It's pretty damn good. Also for Rogue, it's got to be Human too, right? Yeah, for Rogue, it's Human as well because of sword specialization. Because if you get Warglaives, say you get them, right, they're swords. You know, you benefit from sword specialization. It's pretty damn good. And then they say a Draenei is worth mentioning for heroic presence, obviously. Like, you could be the token Draenei in a party group, right? Which always helps. And then for Horde, you may want to consider your role and specialization when creating a new warrior, as orcs are the best option for DPS, while Tauren is the best for tanking. I guess they say Tauren is the best for tanking because of endurance, 5% health increase, and War Stomp with the AoE stun. Yeah, I think Alliance is just better in TBC, PvE. Right? The humans get Warglaives, and then you're getting, you know, the sword specialization from them on top of that. It's pretty damn good. But I think, as usual, Horde just does more damage. So if the content's easy, or right, then I guess more damage is what you would want. Because you're just going to be bursting everything down anyways, right? Because the raids this time around are post-nerf. Still looking for bears and wolves here, guys. Guess we'll head down here. Pick out a few of these quests. Do want to make our way to Redridge, though.
On my hands. I have a deadline looming for an order of lumber, and I'm running out of time. The wolves and bears north of here have chased my workers away from the bundles of wood that they've already chopped. I've already talked to Deputy Rayner about clearing the animals, but I need someone to go collect the wood for me. If you could collect 8 bundles of wood for me, I might just make my deadline. The Defias gang in Northshire wears burlap masks, but the Defias in Elwyn wear linen, which I can use to make fine linen goods. Bring me red linen bandanas, and I'll use them to fashion something for you. Defias gang members have camps pocketed throughout Elwyn.
Okay. And there we go. That's all the classes, guys, and their recommended races for each class, depending on what you want to do. To be honest, just play. My recommendation is just play what you enjoy looking at,
Tell Marshal Dugan of
or what you want to play.
And report to him that the Murlocs in Eastern Elwyn cannot be contained by our current troop presence. I know we don't have many troops to spare, but hopefully Dugan can find someone.
Because if you level these characters, right, you're gonna be playing them for like over like 200 hours. So you might as well enjoy, you know, looking at the class or playing the race that you're playing, right? Waiting for this prowler to turn here. Do I have to use a Healthstone? If we kill him, we don't get benefit for it. Kind of hoping he turns red. Once he turns red, we can start attacking him. Oh, there we go. Then he runs away. Yeah, play what you enjoy playing. I'll be honest, I usually pick the classes that are the races that are the best for the class. Or what I plan on doing. I pick the best race for that certain thing that I'm doing, or what I want to do with the character, which is why I chose the gnome mage. And then, since, you know, it's just, I'm trying to make this seem like, you know, they're the same character, right? Like, the gnome mage decided to play a warlock now. I just went with gnome again. But I tend to be like that. I tend to always play the flavor of the month. The flavor of the patch, some people call it. I'm like that in League of Legends as well, or Dota, like whatever, you know, character or hero's doing the best for that patch, or who's ever like top. I try to play the characters that are doing well. And the reason why is because everybody else is. And you somewhat have to compete with those people, sort of, for raid spots. And some people might be like, oh, he's a gnome. Some guilds are like that. They're like, oh, he's a gnome, but this guy's a human. We're going to pick the gnome. Because he just edges him out by a little bit. So it's really up to what you want to do. But to be honest, you can find raids without playing the best race. Easily. Should we pick this quest up? I guess we should. How's our quest log? Not even close to full.
Hail, adventurer. I am charged to patrol this stretch of road. Although the road is safe for now, I've seen gnoll encampments to the north and east of here. Lakeshire must know of the gathering gnoll force. Report to Deputy Felden in Lakeshire and tell him of the gnolls. Do this, and I'm sure Felden will offer you a scout's wage. Felden's usually inspecting the area south of the bridge to Lakeshire.
But if you just hate playing gnomes and you just don't play one. If you just hate the way gnomes look or how they sound, then yeah, just don't play them. Should we fight this level 16, see if we can kill him? Here, we'll do, we got resisted twice. Let's get these dots ticking. I can't even get the dots on him. He's gonna die. Let's start running away. Sorry, Peg. It didn't work out. Boris hit too hard. We tried. Oh, he's got sprint. Okay, good. Ran away. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. You can use corruption and immolate. I think someone asked in a comment if you can. You can. I think corruption's better, though. Does 40 shadow damage over 12 seconds. It costs 10 more mana. Cast time's 1.6 seconds. And immolate's a 2-second cast. For now, it's rank 1. We don't have rank 2 yet. And it does initially 10 damage and then 20 damage over 15 seconds. So 30 damage in total over 15 seconds versus 40 damage in 12 seconds. So I guess that's why people usually use corruption before immolate. It's kind of a special ability. I guess if you have like items that increase fire damage, this could end up being better. And how much does Curse of Agony do? It does 84 shadow damage over 24 seconds. It's pretty damn good. It's a lot. So if the mob lasts over 24 seconds, is actually better than Corruption. Costs 10 less mana, and it also is instant cast. Makes it pretty damn strong. Alright, so here we are. We'll have a little chat with Deputy Felden.
There are Red Ridge gnolls that close down.
Leveled up. Nice.
They may be poised to advance into our homeland. Soon the people of Lakeshire may not be the only humans under siege. Here is your pay, though you bring us dire news. And it comes at a bad time, for we are ill-equipped to deal with it. We don't have men to spare, but something must be done about those gnolls you reported to me. Scout Southern Red Ridge for gnolls. Harry them, kill those you can, and report back to me with a count of their numbers and an assessment of the threat they present. You may find those gnolls camped all along the southern road of Red Ridge. Do this for the Stormwind Army, adventurer, and you will be rewarded.
You got them. Good show. Now just one moment while I concoct the potion. Take this invisibility liquor to young Maybell. It should
invisibility liquor.
For her to visit Tommy Joe.
That good old invisibility liquor.
Take this invisibility liquor to young Maybell. It should last long enough for her to visit Tommy Joe.
King's honor, friend.
This news is troubling. Already our defenses are stretched thin, and losing Rolf and Malachi to those Murlocs put us in an even worse position. If things don't improve, there will be fighting in Goldshire by the week's end. For your shrewdness and valor, I have a marker here that is good for one piece of armor. I want you to take it to Sarah Timberlane at the Eastvale logging camp. Give her the marker, and she will fashion the armor for you. And after you receive it, adventurer, use it in the defense of Elwyn. The Eastvale logging camp is beyond Guard Thomas's post to the east. Kobolds at the Jasper Lode mine, you say? Curses. The situation is worsening by the minute. Thank you for the report, adventurer, but I wish that the news you brought was good news.
The garrison on our western border sends word of increasing gnoll and thief activity. They're requesting we send more Stormwind soldiers, but we just don't have any to spare. If you can help, we could use it. Go and speak
The
with
creepy
Deputy Rainer
basement
at the
of the
Westbrook
inn.
garrison and see what he needs done.
It's where all the
Garrison's
warlocks
down
hang
the road
out.
to the west. After you cross the bridge over the small brook, it will be to the right.
All right, nice. So we got Curse of Weakness rank 2. It target's melee attack power is reduced by 41 for 2 minutes. So there we go, a little upgrade there. Health funnel rank 1 gives 12 health to the caster's pet every second for 10 seconds as long as the caster channels. There we go. Immolate rank 2. It now does initially 20 fire damage and an additional 40 fire damage over 15 seconds. So now this is actually stronger than Corruption. Unless we get Corruption rank 2. Shadow Bolt rank 3. Our Shadow Bolt's getting pretty damn strong. Now it does 48 to 56 shadow damage.
See you around.
So not bad. Maybe we'll actually start using Immolate more often. Than costs 45 mana though, but does a lot more damage than Corruption for now. Until we probably get, I guess, rank 2. There it is, Curse of Weakness, rank 2. Not bad. So we're level 12, guys. Leveled up. Next episode, we will continue questing here, guys. We'll be hunting down young forest bears. We'll get some bandanas, bundles of wood, and then we'll slowly make our way back here and eventually get in a little fight with Hogger. But that is going to be the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.